Hey everyone, my name is Amber Williams. This is Mesi Hall. We are going to talk about female entrepreneurship and how the social media has impacted our businesses today. Let's
So, first of all, I want to start by saying it is not a walk in the park running a business. Like, it's not gonna be a walk in the park, and it's not nothing that you can just jump out there and just start doing with no plan. Like, before you do anything, you gotta have a plan, and that's not even with just running a business. That's really just in life, period. Like, you gotta start somewhere. You can't just jump into something all your ducks lined in a row.
That's true. Well, with that being said, we need to talk about what's your business first. You need to tell them exactly what your business is and what you do, y'all.
So I do hair and I also sell lashes and accessories and things of that nature.
And also with my business, I am a skincare specialist, holistic skincare specialist. Lavishly Ladybug LLC is my brand, and also the Lavish Man. So if you're looking for facials, you're looking for beard growth, you're looking for lashes, you're looking for makeup, I'm the one. Also with individuals, I do that as well with clusters and regular individuals. So like we are the female brand.
Definitely. My hair page is Mesi the Hair Wiz and my lash page is the Lash Bundle LLC.
What she said. What she said. All right. So, as far as my business, I can say that social media has helped with my following, with my growth, as far as reaching other people to let them know what my business is. As a black young woman, I'll be 32 on the 25th. Hey, but as a black young woman, young entrepreneur, I do find it hard in the industry to get people to try and see what my business is about outside of me, physically showing you, but on social media, it's harder to reach people because they can't physically touch your products or they're not there in person to see. So I do kind of find that as I want to say a barrier, but it's not a barrier per se because there have been people that have broken that barrier. But for me, that's the barrier that I feel that I get. What about you?
I just feel like that's when like
Mm-hmm.
my marketing skills had to come in play because it was just like with social media, that's the only way you gonna get your brand out there for real. You gotta have some good marketing skills. Because without marketing skills, that means you're not posting no content, so nobody seeing your product. Don't nobody know what you got. Don't nobody know how to contact you to buy it. Don't nobody just like don't nobody know nothing about your business basically if you don't have no marketing skills. And it's just like with marketing skills, it's up to you. Like it's not a certain way that you got to promote your business. It's all up to you because it's yours. Like you put it out there your way.
Be original. You have to be original. What sets you aside from other people is the main thing when it comes to businesses. If you want to open up a hair salon, what's going to be different from the next one? You have to put yourself in a situation that shows that you are unique, you're different, you're trying to strive, you have a drive, and also, with that being said, you also have to know how to speak. If you don't know how to talk, but you want to be a business owner, you in the beginning you're gonna have to learn to put yourself out there. I had to learn how to put myself out there. I had to learn how to market my brand, how to introduce it. If I had to stand on a corner, one thing I will say, going back, I want to say maybe about 2 years ago, I was here at Spanky's Barbershop. I had a booth in here with Wendell, and I had my lashes, and I had my makeup. I didn't have my facial table. I didn't have my facials. I didn't have all of the stuff that I have now. But in a start, I had people to push me. I had people to sit there and say, hey, Amber, you can do this. Don't give up on your business. When I started with my business, I stood on the corner with a table with all of my products outside. In that one, maybe within an hour, I made a whole $1,000 with my products outside on one corner. That's just with me visually being outside so people can see it. But if they don't know what you have, you're not talking, you're not speaking about you, they're not going to know you. You have to sell yourself to get yourself out there.
And once you find your way on how you want to get out there, it's not about how somebody else feel about it or I don't know if I want to do that because they might not like it this way or I'm scared this still not gonna make nobody buy my product and stuff like that. Like you can't let that get in the way because if you let that get in the way, you just gonna prolong your process. And you're not really gonna get where you want to get because you're too busy worried about how you want to put your business out there just to please other people. Whole time you need to please yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. and to piggyback off what she said, you shouldn't worry about what other people think, because there is a group of people who will buy from you regardless. Even if you don't sit up there and try to sell your product or sell yourself, there's always somebody that will purchase from you. There's always someone that will look at you. There's always somebody watching what you're doing. So it makes a difference. So don't always think negative. Don't let other people give you the drive to set yourself back, because that's not going to help you elevate. The objective in business is to elevate, to grow, to show that you're trying to become something, that you're trying to set your own tone. You're not going to go off of anybody else's tone, because nobody can make you do anything, and nobody can change what you've already created.
And that's only if you let them.
Only if you let them.
Only if you let them. Yeah. So that's just like if you start doing hair and you want to charge $200.
Charge $200.
Charge $200.
Don't change your prices
because
to fit
some
nobody.
People saying that, oh, that's too high. I ain't trying to pay $200. It's somebody who will pay you $350.
Keyword: know your worth.
Exactly.
Know your worth. Know how your products are. Only you know you. You know what I'm saying? So don't let other people change your mindset when it comes to your prices, your branding, your business. None of that.
And let's see, social media impact. I just feel like with the business world, like it's a lot of pros and cons. Mm-hmm. Because depending on like your following base and like who all you got on your social media, you might have the wrong people on there. So you might be letting the wrong people get in the way of what you got going on. Like they might be saying a lot of negative stuff about your business and your prices and your products and how you selling stuff and how you run your page. And it's like now all those people in your head, so now you want to change your mind, but it's all because you got the wrong audience on your social media.
Mesi, do you think that means surrounding yourself around individuals that can help you grow?
Yes, definitely. I feel like anybody around you, they should be helping you elevate. Like, just like we were saying earlier, like you should be elevating with everybody around you. Like everybody should be making progress. Nobody should be stuck in one spot. It should be no negativity going on with you and nobody who around you.
That's true. That's true. And that is a stigma. That's a stigma in the world at this point. You know, we surround ourselves by individuals because we've either been around them for years, we're used to them, but sometimes you have to step outside of that to reach your growth. You can't always keep people around you that you don't see elevating. If you are, say for instance, you have a friend, your friend may not be on the same level as you, but they're on the level that they're supposed to be on, but your level may be higher than that one. So you need to surround yourself with individuals who are positive, who are influential in the right dynamic.
And sometimes there's really a big problem. Like you're just so used to having somebody around you for so many years and y'all just got so much history and you just feel like, I don't like this my friend. I can't stop talking to my friend. Like they didn't do nothing to me. But at the same time, the same friend probably holding you back from so much stuff.
I won't necessarily say completely stop talking to them, but you distance yourself for growth. Like if you're moving in one direction, your friend is moving in a different direction. You can't take everybody with you on your journey.
Yeah.
You have to actually literally sit down with yourself and say, hey, is this the people I really need to be around? Is these the things I really need to be showing? If I'm trying to build a brand, like I said before, people are watching you. If you have people around you that are not positive influences, that's not going to take you to another level. That's going to halt you because people are then going to think about, okay, well, they're around this person. You know, that goes back to the whole stigma of surrounding yourself by the right people, around the right people. You can have different types of people around you, but be mindful of those that you have in your circle.
Definitely. And another thing with running a business, like you can't get too distracted. Like you cannot let yourself get too distracted because if you do get too distracted, you might lose everything you work for. And it's just like it's hard like to not be distracted because a lot of distractions do come with running a business, especially in 2023, especially being young, especially being Black. Like you can get distracted and just easily unmotivated. Like But you just gotta stay strong through everything, regardless. Like you can't let nothing get in the way or nothing you're doing. Remember why you started, and nothing else. Like always remember why you started. Never forget why you started.
True. To go back to distractions, what type of distractions are you saying? As far as it's people or
With being young, I would say partying and traveling and hanging out with friends, or because I just feel like it's so easy for your friend to text you and say, "Oh, you want to do this, you want to do that," but you know it's something that you need to be doing. Like you already said today that I need to get this done today,
mm-hmm.
but at the same time, dang, I'm tired. Like I want to go with my friends, and it's just like if you go with your friends and not do what you said you had to do, you don't know how that's gonna play out
Mm-hmm.
because you know you should have did that. So it's just like now you just pushed yourself back 2 more steps, all because you wanted to go hang with your friend, but your friend was gonna be there tomorrow, or you were just with your friend earlier, you was just with your friend yesterday. So it's just like small distractions like that can really make a big change because all
It can
because of
make or
that one
break
little
you.
move. Exactly.
You make or break you. You're right. I do understand that.
And another distraction could be like work and school, and it's just like you got to learn how to balance it, like regardless.
Work life balance. And if you have kids, work family life balance.
And it's not even like like not saying like a distraction in a bad way, but it's
Mm-hmm.
just something that you doing so much at once, and it's just like in the midst of everything, you got to balance it at the same time. And it's just like with no balance, you're gonna lose yourself because
That
you're not balancing.
that comes with planning. You have to plan how you do things. You don't want to be jumping all over the place. Um, I hate saying but you don't want to be jumping all over the place to get to where you're trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Even with family, work life. I'm a mom of two. I work. I have a business. I'm trying to go back to school. It's hard to juggle those, but when you have a plan and you put your plan on paper, like I tell my friends that are close to me, plan your life out, set your days, set how you want to do things. You don't have to do it all at one time. Have short term goals, long term goals, set small goals and start with the lowest and go to the highest to get to where you're trying to go. Even same thing with businesses. If you start with one set of lashes, you sell that one set of lashes, that's a goal. You passed it.
Yes.
You've done it. If you was able to reach one person, that's a goal. You passed it. Then you move on to the next. You buy 50 lashes or 30 lashes. You sell those 30. Once you get to midway, you see progress. That's progression. That's the point. You're trying to build it. You're building to what you want. You're not gonna just get it like instantly. Now there are some people that have had it instantly, but life don't even work like that instantly.
Right.
You can go instantly, but you don't get everything that you need instantly in life. You have to work for it, and you have to have a drive. If you don't have a drive, you're gonna have a setback, and then you're gonna be worried. Like, what's next? Like I said, as a mother, my drive is my children. Working for my children, going to school for my children, so that they can have a future. My business is for my children, so that I can have a income base, a residual income, an income that I can constantly see. You know, it's not gonna be easy. It's never gonna be easy, and you're always gonna have to set yourself, push yourself to get to your growth that you're trying to get to.
And when I first started selling lashes, I was selling lashes for $6.
Mm-hmm.
$6. I ordered like 10 pair of lashes. So them little $60, like, okay. And I probably only spent like $15 on them lashes. So I'm like, okay, I still no money. So then I just started getting more lashes, more lashes, more lashes. I went from 10 to 30 to 50 to 100. Now my lashes $10, but it was like I went from $6 to $8 to $10.
Mm-hmm.
But it was because every time, like over time, I started coming across better lashes. So it was just like, oh, these not worth $6 no more. So it's time for me to up the price, and it was just that. But once I was a little scared to up the price of it, I was like, I'm just gonna do it anyways. So I did it. They still bought them, so I'm like, okay, they buying them for $8. Like, but if I would have sat there and thought about that for too long, and I'm scared and nobody's gonna buy them for $8, and I kept them at $6, who knows how long I would have been making only $60 for every 10 pair of lashes I sold when I could have been making way more than that. So I just went on with my move, and it turned out to be a good move. So once I got done with the $8 phase, I was like, okay, got some better lashes. I'm gonna try it again. So okay, $10. We're gonna try it for $10. So I put it out there for $10. I'm like, okay, they still going. So I'm gonna keep it at 10.
Yeah.
Whole time, that's all I needed right there. Like, and I felt like once I did $10, I had more people, like more money. It was just more everything. So I just feel like just go with your gut. If you know it's time for you to up the price, up the price. Either they gonna pay it or they not. But when one person won't pay, three more people will pay.
That's
so
true.
You just gotta go with your move.
It's true. That goes back to knowing your worth. I mean, only you know your worth. And you want to set the tone for that so people will understand what your worth is to you, and they'll treat you like that. Know your worth. That goes with anything, though, not just entrepreneurship. In life, you have to know your worth. When it comes to people that you meet, friends you're around, even with jobs, know what your worth is. Don't let nobody take nothing from you, and be positive going forward with it.
And then it's just like you
and don't second guess.
Don't, please
when
don't.
you second guess,
Please
it will
don't.
set you back because your first thought most of the time is always the right one. Like she said, go with your gut.
And it's just like I know if anything, I'll go with my gut with business stuff before I go with my gut in real life, and that's why I messed up. And every time I don't go with my gut, I mess myself up. I'm like, dang, I should listen.
Like, to yourself,
right? Like I really told myself, and I didn't listen. Like, and so that's so important. Like you really do gotta listen to yourself, cause I feel like understand truly. A lot of times you don't really never lie to yourself.
You won't.
Like especially intuition. Like your intuition gonna tell you everything, anyways. So are you gonna listen? Are you gonna second guess yourself and risk messing it up? Like, and that's just how it be.
That's true. That's true.
But I also feel like with social media, a lot of problems is it's too much exposure.
What do you mean by too much exposure?
Just generally speaking, like for kids, and everything, like it's just too much exposure. Like it's not. It's like you gotta watch it too much now. Like you know, at one point you could just like for TikTok,
it's too much on them.
Like at one point you could just get on TikTok, just a bunch of kids making little music videos, everybody dancing. But now
it's everything on there.
It's some everything on there, and it's just like you can't even have fun with it how you want to no more. Like you got your child got a phone, you got to monitor what they see on their phone and everything, and it's just like that's not good because social media could have been used for something way better, and you got so much negativity on there. Like you might have and another thing too is like kids are easily influenced.
They're like sponges.
So for them, whatever they see, they gonna do it, and they gonna think it's okay. They don't know no better.
That's true.
So it's just like with
but then that goes back to how they're raised at home.
That is true too. That is true. And then it's just like kids really do everything they see.
So what do you think about kids as entrepreneurs, young kids, like starting t-shirt businesses? I feel like small things. What do you think about that?
I feel like that's a great idea because a lot of kids shouldn't be introduced to jobs in the long run anyways.
It should give them a start. It'll give them a foundation.
Yeah, because a lot of them might not take that route.
Yeah, well, it'll give them a start into entrepreneurship, but it'll also teach them money management, how to build from the ground up, the hard work, how to expand, how to learn what a drive is.
And it's just like that. If they save the right, if they're taught to save the right way, it'll pay off in the long run. Like it'll pay off a whole lot, and it'll probably save their mama some stress too.
Some money,
and some stress.
Yeah.
Because you start them off with a little t-shirt business, and they keep it going long enough, they'll have enough money in their savings, probably pay for school in the long run. If you keep it up.
True, it is an investment. You know, they have to know how to put forth an investment, which the parents would do first. of course, to help with the investing into the products that they need to start their business. But it's the point to give them that push to say, hey, you can still do this, even it don't matter what age you are, you know.
And I feel like that'll shape their mind good too, because it's just like
Mm-hmm.
you at the same time you shaping them into knowing how to think for their stuff, like
Right.
how to get stuff done on their own,
Right.
how to make their own money. They don't have to call on their mama all the time. It's
Right.
just like it's a self building thing, and I feel like that's
Learn how to be your own hustle. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
definitely. And then it's just like I feel like with entrepreneurship, like that really does help for you to not call on mama all the time,
It
because
gives
it's
them a
like
sense of
you,
responsibility.
because you really can't call on your mama all the time,
No.
like for money or like just like period, like you
Yeah.
can't call on your mama all the time. So it's just like if you down bad or
Mom and dad
something,
ain't gonna always be here.
exactly.
You know.
And if
So
you just need some money, if you already got that entrepreneurship
mm,
mindset, like you gonna know what you gotta do, just go out there and
definitely.
get it.
Definitely.
So it's just like if you introduce to that at a young age, that's even better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Um, where I'm saying, but I also feel like too they play a lot, like social media play a big role in school, like with kids, from cyberbullying
I think so.
to
I do think so.
cyberbullying to
It goes from
rumors and
physical bullying then to cyberbullying. But that's when that screen time, you cut the screen time.
yeah.
We're gonna get off the phones. We're gonna put the phones down. We're gonna pick up a book and do something else.
And that yeah, that's a real big problem too. Like kids spend more time on their phones instead of doing real life stuff.
Okay. Okay. So now that we've talked to Miss Hall here, we are going to introduce Wendell, which is the CEO of the Wolfpack here. Hi, Wendell.
Hello, good afternoon. How you ladies doing today? Y'all are doing a great job on the podcast today. I just want to touch a couple of bases here as an entrepreneur in today's society. I want to hear how you ladies really look at it. Do you ladies feel like you guys already have a hurdle to cross because you're ladies? Do you feel like it's quote unquote a man's world? Do you feel like you can move around like how you need to? Or
Oh
do you
no.
feel more who you know type? Because if I watched the show earlier, I heard you guys say if your price is $20, if it's $200, that's what your price should be. So, Mesi, did I say that right, Miss Mesi Hall? Could you please
Yeah.
elaborate on that?
When I say it's a work thing. Like you gotta know your worth. So if you feel like your work is worth $200, then it's worth $200 because somebody gonna pay $200 and somebody gonna pay $350. So know your worth and charge it.
Mhm. But as
All
far as it
right.
being a woman's in a man's world, I don't feel like gender has anything to do with it. I feel like your worth is your worth, whether you're a man, a woman, whoever. If you're trying to be an entrepreneur, be an entrepreneur. It doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter to that.
Yes, gender doesn't matter, and I do feel like with women though,
Mm-hmm.
it like with some women, it's a lot of competition going on.
It is competition.
So
It
it's
is that.
like sometimes women do feel like they feel like it's a competition. They get real competitive, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like sometimes they'll let it be more so of a competition than a passion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they doing it to do it better than this girl instead of doing it because I love it.
Yeah, when it should be
Okay.
because
Well, let
of
me
love.
let me touch on that just a little bit, not to cut you off. It's a competition with everything. It's a hustle with everything. When I'm going to work the clock in, I'm trying to show my boss that he hired me for the right position and he's paying me what he need to pay me. So I do feel like it's a competition, but it's a competition with men and women. As you know, I'm a barber. Cuts by Wendell is a branch of the Woolpack. So with me being a barber, it's my job to steady. I agree with it has to be a passion, but it's my job. It's my drive to want to constantly get better. So I love how you guys said, don't worry about what your friends tell you, because sometimes friends and family can hold you back. So that's what I want to touch on. Now, Miss Amber, you made a comment earlier about, I think it was something on the notion of when you sell one pair of lashes, or was it you, Mesi? Y'all sell a pair of
We
lashes
both
at one
We
did.
both
time.
We
said
both
it.
mentioned it.
Okay, so if both of y'all mentioned that, both of y'all got the gist of it. You don't want to put yourself out too deep in the water, but you also have to believe in yourself. You have to have that goal, that move, that drive, that I can do it. With me working in a barbershop, for those that don't know, I work at Spanky's Exclusives. I'm one of the barbers here at Spanky's Exclusives. It's located in Albany, Georgia. Um, Spanky has more than one barber here. With Spanky having more than one barber, the number one thing he's doing is offering most service to those that come and visit the shop. So I wouldn't quote unquote look at it as a competition. I would look at it as I want to be in the room with Amber. I want to be in the room with Misi. I want to be in the room with Spanky because I can learn from you guys. Does that make sense? We got to stop being to where we feel like we're better than the next. So I agree with that. That's why I push that it takes a village. So
And it do
just to
take a village.
recap, real quick, what are some things that y'all would like to ask me when it comes to doing the business? So and thank y'all for having me. I was gonna be backstage, but you guys needed me on the shoulder light, so I'm here.
What kind of obstacles you feel like you had to overcome in this whole barber journey?
The number one obstacle that you have to overcome is with yourself. Anything that you believe that you're doing, if you're gonna go to work for anybody, why not get up and go to work for yourself? Um, Another obstacle I had is that when you jump into any business, you have to realize that you're not the only one that thought of that. You're not the only one that cut hair. You're not the only one to do hair. You're not the only one that can color hair. But I try to be the best at what I do. Once I realized to focus on Wendell, I think that's when my blessings started to really manifest in. Because then I was able to focus. You can't focus if you're worried about everything else. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Oh,
Self. You did.
I do have a question for you.
I'm listening.
With you having multiple businesses, because you're a multi-business entrepreneur, how do you manage your time?
Well, it's only 24 hours in a day.
It is.
So those that are listening, I do apply my 24-inch gauge. It's some that will understand what that is right now. I'm a person that believes I really put my time in to what my drive is right now. I'm a father, I'm a grandfather, and with me being in business, I have to make time. I also have a significant other. So I have to make time. I'm a person that believes you make time for what you want to make time for.
That's true.
So I just say I don't have time to be BSing around. Let's say that. Because I have a lot of irons in the fire right now. We're working on building the Wolfpack brand, and right now, sleep is for those that won't slumber. I don't want no sleep right now. We're working right now, but that's just philosophical. But I'm working. So Amber, talk to me about Lavishly Ladybug.
Okay. Well, with Lavish Ladybug right now, I am adding to my brand. I'm adding my branding because I also do web creations. I do logos. I actually help you get your brand started. So if you are a if you're wanting to become an entrepreneur, you don't know where to start. I actually have packages that can help you get started from your EINs to your licensing to your occupational license to all of it. I do it all. Business cards, everything. So
Where would I go
that's
to find this?
you would go to my website, or you can also go to the Wolfpack website. But my website itself is lavishly ladybug LLC dot square dot site, and you'll be able to find my business packages there. You'll also be able to find all the information about my skincare, my products I offer, whether it's my lashes, my wigs, my hair. Everything is on that site. I'm going to add it to the Wolfpack website as well, That way, our Wolfpack family can also find me there between the two sites if you're needing help with different things.
Okay, I also want to take the time out to say thank you again to Christopher Tarantino. This is who the Wolfpack uses for a lot of our footage. He's making it able for me to be able to be on the show with you guys and in a different location. So we just want to give a big shout out to him. We want to give a shout out to everybody that supports us. Now, Miss Hall, thank you for the
Yes.
correction on your name, Mesi. But I have a question.
You're welcome. I have an answer.
What is some advice that you would give to a new entrepreneur that's in the hair, that wants to do hair, that wants to anything? What would you give them? What would you suggest that they do?
Practice, practice, practice. Keep working. It's not gonna be perfect when you first start off. Like you're not gonna start off how you want to start off. You might not get the results that you was expecting when you first start, but keep going. If anything, like regardless of what get in your way, regardless of how you start feeling, just keep going and don't give up on yourself.
Okay, so what you're saying, the first step is believing in yourself.
Yes.
Well, as y'all can tell, like I told y'all that are paying attention, we're here on Sunday. I'm at Spanky's Exclusive. So, Miss Amber, tell me something that we can look for from the pack. You are the manager of the pack, correct? Very much so.
I am. I am the
And
manager of the pack. So, with that being said, June the 3rd will be our car wash. It's going to be at the Sand Trap 5.0, which is also going to be a wellness drive. So, it's called Washing into Wellness. So, if you have um, health, if you want to do health checks, if you want to bring your kids out, there's also going to be food there. We're also having vendor slots as well. So Missy, you're welcome to come. Bring your lashes, bring whatever you have. We have booths, we have tables that will be set up, and just a good time. And it's also Wolfpack Wednesdays. It's also in the same location, but it's in the cigar lounge inside the Sand Trap. Come meet and greet with us. Get to know. Bring all your flyers, your cards, any information in reference to yourself and your businesses, and also allow other people to come with you. If you have friends that have businesses, tell them about the Wolfpack and what we're doing in the community.
okay, that's great. So I heard you say that it's Washington the Wellness. Who's all involved? Do you remember? Could you let the people
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
Uh,
So myself, Lavishly Ladybug LLC. We have Dreams by Kendra. Of course, the Wolfpack. We also will have was it
Albany
the
Cares,
No, the alphas and Albany Cares. It's the alphas or the omegas that we're doing.
Kappas,
The
Kappas, Kappas.
Kappas. Okay, I don't want to screw it up. The Kappas. I knew it was one of them, but we're having the Kappas as well. They're helping with our drive. Um, yeah. So just come out and enjoy.
Well, I do appreciate that for letting the people know. Also, shout out to Dream by Kendra. Shout out to Mesi.
Oh,
Mesi.
not to forget, we also gonna have Christopher Tarantino on the set. He's gonna be there as well, which is our lovely videographer. He's gonna be there on the set as well at
So,
Washington to Wellness.
so Warpath Wednesday, did I hear you correctly? Warpath Wednesday, y'all, is every Wednesday from 5 to 9, located within the Cigar Trap. It's located inside of the trap. With the name of it is the Cigar Trap, which is located in the 5.0. You guys can come get with us every Wednesday. You guys will get hands-on experience to be able to reach out and talk to Ladybug, who does my wigs. She is also a great part of our village. You'll get a chance to talk to Lavishly. Ooh, just to say lavishly. I had to slow down, Amber.
Yeah,
Lavishly,
lavish.
lavishly, Ladybug LLC. BC Hall. You will find her in the building. So you ladies, if you want to get your hairstyle, you want to continue to buy your lashes, you want to get out here, we have free vendor locations. I need you guys to reach out to Tosh Beer. His email is located on the flyer. It's called Washington the Wellness. Shout out to Gilbert for giving the Wolfpack a platform. We appreciate you so much. You guys come visit the 5.0 Stand Trap if you haven't already. Um, Shout out again to Christopher Tarantino because you guys looking real good on here. Thank you so much, guys. You're doing a great job. Shout out to KD Enterprises too. You guys will be hearing a lot from KD Enterprises. We will be announcing. We're gonna give you a surprise. We're announcing something Wednesday. We will be announcing something Wednesday. Shout out to Corey Rain. Shout out to TrapCon Music. So we're there.
Oh,
We're there.
just to add to it, not to cut you off, for the Washington to Wellness, there is a link that's going to be on both my webpage and Wendell's for Albany Cares. I need you all, if you have single mothers that you want, that you feel deserves a gift, go on there. I need you to put at least two of them on there, scan that barcode, do the survey for Albany Cares, and also submit those names and get them to us because there will be a prize given out on the day of, which is June the 3rd.
Okay, by the way, y'all, we're going to have 25 single parent mother winners. We will have 25 single parent mother winners. So, ladies, if you ladies know a single parent mother, y'all feel like she is, get y'all vote, send it to the Wolfpack. We will handle it like a cash three that day. We will reach in the bowl, pull out their name. They have a chance to win up to 100 cash dollars. So, hey, and we're going to have 25 winners, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all come out, show some love. Albany Cares will be doing vaccinations, checking for blood pressure, checking for diabetes. You guys come out. We're gonna have a lot of things going. Bring your kids. We're gonna have food out. This is the first annual Wolfpack car wash. Shout out to the pack. We're doing great things. We're giving honor to God. We at now without him. Um, get ready in the future. We will have Shay Bell on the show. When we have Shay Bell on the show, we'll be talking about spirituality. Um, we're gonna do some great things. Mesi, I want you to be on the show when Shay get here. I want you to be on the show when Shay get here.
Got
She's
you.
another entrepreneur here that is not only an entrepreneur in Albany, she also works out of the Atlanta area. So big major shots out to Shay Bell today.
All right. Well, Missy, it was a pleasure having you here on the show with the Wolfpack.
It was a pleasure being here.
Thank
Yep.
you,
Yeah.
Mesi.
You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all remember to subscribe to the Wolfpack YouTube.
Well, remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel and also tune into us every single Sunday between the times of 12 and 2 p.m. for our live podcast here at the Wolfpack. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.